Hey there, you guys. So welcome to English 2130. This term is going to be amazing. We are here for literary analysis. There's a whole nother video about analysis that's going up on Blackboard, so I'm not going to get into that right now, but analysis is the main thing we're going to do. And you know what? A little secret between us. Analysis is something you do like every day. If you've ever walked down the street and seen someone, walking maybe toward you and they've got some jerky body language, you think, oh, maybe they're having a tough day. You've just analyzed them, right? And if we can do that in person, we can do that in literature. And if you struggle to do that in person and you practice doing it in literature, then you can actually read people really well in the real world, right? Of course, that's not the only part of analysis. There's a lot of other stuff, commercials and things like that, but we'll get into that in the analysis video specifically. First off, I want to introduce myself. My name is Kristen Gosinski. I apologize if you can hear some drills behind me. They are constantly doing construction in Building 100, and I would love it to stop because it's very disruptive. But I apologize for that construction noise. So we have a lot coming toward us in terms of this class. It's going to be great. We have an overarching research project. We have class readings each week, and you know what? All of them, give them your full attention, give them your time, and you will grow and learn in ways that you couldn't have predicted, right? But it's all about putting in that work. So again, I said my name is Kristen Gosinski. I'm your instructor. I'm not going to bore you with my credentials like usually happens on the first day. Just know that I have some degrees in English, in history, and in classics. So if you ever want to learn anything like Latin and you're trying to, dip your toe in that water and you need some tips, I got you. Just come up and talk to me about it, whatever. And part of the reason that I say that is because we're going to use kind of each of those perspectives. We're going to use those in class, right? So we'll talk about the historical impact. We'll talk about previous writings and how they could have possibly impacted the ideas that we're reading, right? So there is a lot of stuff going on, and of course, traditional literary analysis as well. In this class, we are going to make fun of characters because guess what? Their feelings can't get hurt. They are not real people. So that means we can be mean about them and have a good time, but then also not have anyone's feelings get hurt, right? So it's like a really nice outlet, literary analysis. As long as you can back it up, you can say it, right? That's my little thought there. All right, so let's take a look at our syllabus here, because the syllabus for this class is a contract between you and I. By staying in the class, you agree to abide by the terms of the contract. By teaching this class, I agree to abide by the terms of this contract as well. All right, so let's get down to it. So we've got contact information. All right, so my name is here in case you forget it. Again, I'll say it out loud, Kristen Gosinski. You can just call me Kristen. I'm not fancy. All right, so this is my name, my email address. Email is the best way to get in contact with me. All right, just straight up, it is. I can see your entire question. I can respond to it and, give you maybe different ideas and things like that. So email is a great way. Phone number, also a good way to get in contact with me. I may not be in my office. I teach a lot of classes, but you can leave me a message and I'll get back to you. All right. My office location, follow the sound of construction and you will get here. No, Building 100, room 527C. That is where I live during the week, basically. Yeah, got a little beanbag chair over there for nap time, It's good times. But yeah, Building 100, 527C, that's where you'll find me. And during office hours, I will be there especially. Tuesday and Wednesday, 7 to 8 a.m. in person, right? And then virtually on Blackboard. In the video talking about Blackboard for our course, you'll actually see the link. You may have already seen it, right? 1 to 2 p.m. Virtually. So if you do decide to come to see me in person, just give me a heads up beforehand. Send me an email or something like that the day before so that I know to get rid of my empty energy drink cans, because I don't know, having them around is comforting because I can get energy from them just looking at them. No, honestly, it's just to tidy up or whatever, because I can be a bit of a slob sometimes. There's literally papers and post-it notes and things like that. So I don't need you to see that. I just live in it, right? All right. So in terms of a textbook, you don't need a textbook for this class. I provide you with all the readings that you need. and you can see them and how they will be shared with you in that Blackboard video. In terms of assessment grades, everything's going to be done through Blackboard. I don't grade things, by hand. Obviously, this is an online class. That'd be weird. How would you get it to me? What are we going to do? Like, put a stamp on it and put it through the mail? Nah. Blackboard. Now, in terms of the way the course is broken down for grades, so we have discussions and discussion board portfolio, okay, 20% of your grade. So we'll have discussions every week. There's 6 in total because week 1 does not have a discussion. So, don't miss one, because if you miss a discussion, then, dang, that's worth a lot of points. All right? So just from a practical perspective. Also, don't miss discussions because they're amazing. Okay? Assignments, 35%. And some of these assignments way more on this 35% percentage, some way less, but all of them help you build to work through your research project. Okay? Now, your research paper is the final literary research essay at the end of term. Okay, that in total is worth 35%. I would say probably 90% of the things in this assignments category build to this literary research essay or this research paper. Okay, so it's really important that you are continuously working throughout the course. Don't fall behind, that you have everything, that you're doing everything that I'm asking you to do, because it helps you get here and succeed well. All right. Participation, we do have a participation grade. It's worth 10%. If you participate during our live class session, meaning you use your microphone and contribute verbally, or you type some stuff in the chat and we do some literary analysis and stuff like that, cool, you've just participated. You don't need to do the assignment that I asked people who were not able to come live, to do, right? For those people who are not able to attend, of course that happens. This is an online class, so it's just basically I take a survey and we pick a time that's best for everyone. But I still want you to engage with those ideas. All right, so we will have an assignment each week to engage with the ideas that we discussed during class. We just talked about the assessment tools, internet connection policy. So this class is online, so we need to make sure that we have access to the internet. I mean, it's just as basic as that. If your internet goes down, just remember you can go get some Wi-Fi from McDonald's or something to upload assignments or whatever, okay? These days, you have the data on your phone. You can also upload assignments through the Blackboard app, things like that. It's really convenient, actually. Now, a late policy, late work, I don't accept late work. If you have an emergency or, as the syllabus says, an extreme condition, essentially that does not mean I forgot or I overslept and I didn't get a chance to actually do it. I don't know how you oversleep until midnight, but that's another question. I don't accept it unless there is an extreme event. Someone gets struck by lightning or gets stung by a billion bees or, something like that. Okay? And I use those examples because those have happened to either myself or people in my family. So I know that even though it is unlikely, it does still happen. All right? So just know that I don't typically accept late work, but if something intense goes down, let us know and, let me know, and I'll try to help as best I can. Class attendance, we're going to be practicing literary analysis, so if you can attend at it, in any way possible, even from your car, for part of a class session, on the break from work or whatever, come, okay? Because we have to practice these skills, otherwise by the time you start writing your essay or doing your discussion boards and things like that, it's going to be a struggle. We practice it verbally so we can practice it in writing. All right. No-show policy, make sure to do the welcome quiz on Blackboard. That makes it so that I can keep you in the course. Otherwise, GTC ties my hands and I have to drop you. Okay, so don't do that. Make sure you do the welcome quiz by the deadline so that I can submit you as present. And plagiarism. Don't copy someone's ideas. Don't copy someone's words. Do not plagiarize. At this point, you should all know what plagiarism is. You should know it's bad, and you should not do it. Here's my little anecdote about it. If you would not take credit for something that someone said when you're having a conversation with someone, say someone tells a funny joke or whatever, You're not gonna like act like you made up that joke, right? That'd be weird. I mean, I'm just saying. You would say, oh, I read this, even if it was something as basic as I read this on Twitter, or, my friend John said this thing, right? You'd still caveat the joke with like where you heard it from. So why would you use an idea without saying where you heard it from? Why would you use language specifically without saying where you heard it from? So plagiarism is bad. Don't do it. It could end up making you fail the class, or even like have more extreme action. I've heard that people have fairly recently gotten suspended from taking classes at GTC for plagiarism. So don't do it. We take it seriously here. I take it seriously in my class. The college takes it seriously. All right, so that is your little warning. But to end on a happy note, I am very excited to be working with you guys. We are going to have some great times talking about some characters who do ridiculous things. So, yeah, I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do, and I look forward to working with you throughout this term. See ya.